And it's because they're vibrating at a very high level. So opening the floodgates is about teaching people to become aware of what level they're vibrating at from an emotional perspective, and helping them get to the level of love. Because very few of us are vibrating at that level all of the time. It's very easy to feel loving when people are behaving in a way that we like. And it's very easy to feel loving when great things are coming into our life. But the challenge, and what I'm hoping the participants of the program, the level that they get to, is where they are vibrating at the level of love, even with the people that they don't really appreciate, and the people who are not behaving in the way that they would like them to, and as well with the situations that come into their life that they don't necessarily want or haven't asked for. And Steve, the way that it sounds challenging for some people, and I believe it can be challenging to get to that level for most of your being. But what what Trap 6 does, and what the program does, is it helps you get there systematically. But with Trap 6, it starts with acceptance, accepting. And then from acceptance, you move to non-judgment. And then from non-judgment, you probably have to pass through forgiveness, depending on the situation of the person. And then you move to compassion, which is a step closer to vibrating at the level of love. And then from compassion, then you can move to that level. And so Trap 6 teaches you how to do that and how to become aware of that.
Fantastic.
So it is about being in the zone, isn't it?
Yes.
And interesting, I don't know if you've heard this story, Steve, but I find this one helps me understand and helps my clients understand when we talk about compassion. Is the story about there's a woman that was going to visit the Dalai Lama, and on the way to visit him, she saw a dog on the street being beaten, brutally beaten by a man. And when she got to the Dalai Lama, she was very shook up and very upset. And she said, "Oh, please, please, can you help me understand how I can deal with this, how I can deal with these feelings?" And he said to her, "You can deal with this by finding as much compassion in yourself for the man beating the dog as you can for the dog." And that just really meant a lot to me.
Wow. Yeah. So Karen, the other way also to say we're in the zone, remember when in Star Wars Yoda said, "The Force is with you."
Mm-hmm.
That is the Force. When all of the laws of the universe are aligned with our spirit, and we as a human being are able to align with our spirit, all of a sudden everything works.
Exactly.
And when we are not aligned, and I want to make sure I communicate it this way, when we see what we see, Karen, but then we feel something other than what we see, and then based on that experience, on that perception, we will say something completely different than what we see and what we feel. And then based on what we just said, we're going to do something completely different from what we said, what we felt, and what we saw. That's called degeneration. And if we do that long enough, we get sick, and then we die.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's all part of awareness to you talked about being in the zone and being aligned, and it's as you said, when what you think, what you say, and what you do are aligned with your authentic self, aligned with spirit, aligned with love, and that's
Yes.
when your life becomes beautiful.
Yes, awesome. I'm so enjoying having this conversation with you because you and I are so incredibly aligned on this. Do you feel it?
It makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it does.